Once upon a time, in the ancient kingdom of Ndoroko, where rivers spoke and the wind carried secrets, there lived a young prince named Obidi. His father, King Ajelo, was old and frail, and the council of elders had begun to whisper, "The time has come for the prince to choose a wife, for only through union can the kingdom find renewal." Obidi was handsome and brave, but cautious. He had watched noblemen in neighboring lands lose their crowns because of careless unions, queens who deceived, princes who betrayed, homes that turned to ashes because love was built on lust, not truth. When the time came, the king summoned him. "My son," said King Ajelo, "a man's crown is only as strong as the hand that steadies it. Choose not only beauty, but wisdom. Choose not only love, but legacy." Obidi bowed. "Father, how shall I know who carries wisdom in her heart?" The king smiled faintly. "Go into the land. Speak not to women of their looks or riches. Instead, ask each one about her past, and listen not with your ears, but with your spirit." Obidi disguised himself as a traveler and rode into the villages with his servant, Keto. The first maiden they met was Lomi, whose laughter filled the market. She was kind and bold, but when Obidi asked her what she valued most, she replied, "Pleasure. Life is too short to care who gets hurt." Keto whispered, "My prince, she is beautiful." But Obidi frowned. "A flower without roots may smell sweet, yet it will wither when the sun grows harsh." They moved on. The second maiden, Amora, was quiet and humble. When asked about her past, she said softly, "I have loved wrongly, but I have learned rightly. My scars remind me to walk with truth." Obidi paused. He felt the spirit stir. But still, he wished to see more. The third maiden, Binta, dressed in gold and spoke of her lovers as trophies. "The past is past," she said, laughing. "Men come, men go. Only the wise know how to use them." That night, Obidi sat by the fire, thinking deeply. Keto asked, "My prince, what troubles you?" Obidi replied, "The past is not the enemy. It is the mirror. But what if the mirror is cracked? What reflection does it show?" When he returned to Ndoroko, the elders decided to test the three maidens before the final choice. They gave each woman a calabash, filled halfway with water, and said, "Carry this calabash across the courtyard without spilling a drop. It represents the journey of your heart." Lami ran quickly, but her laughter distracted her. The water spilled before she reached halfway. Binta balanced hers with pride, but she looked at others instead of her path. Her water too was lost. Only Amara walked slowly, eyes on her calabash, whispering softly to herself. She reached the end with water still inside, calm, steady, and focused. The elders nodded. A heart once broken but healed with care is stronger than one that never faced truth. That night, as Obidi slept, he dreamt of a spirit woman cloaked in silver. Her voice echoed like distant thunder. "Prince of Ndoroko," she said, "a person's past does not destroy them, but refusing to learn from it does. Purity is not about untouched skin, but an untouched heart. The one who has learned from her pain will guard your peace, the one who has hidden her shame will repeat it." When Obidi awoke, he understood. The next morning, before all of Ndoroko, Obidi stood tall and declared, "I will not choose perfection. I will choose truth. The woman who has walked through storms and still carries calm in her spirit shall stand beside me." He took Amara's hand. The people cheered, not because she was flawless, but because she was whole. Under their reign, Ndoroko flourished. Amara became known as the queen with the unbroken calabash, for she taught young women and men alike that the body may stumble, but the soul must learn. What matters most is not the count of your past, but the courage to be faithful in your present. And so the kingdom learned the sacred truth. Forgiveness is wisdom, not weakness. Purity is not in the skin, but in the spirit. And a person's worth is not in their past, but in what they choose to become. Do not judge by what was, but by what remains steady after the storms. A past unhealed breeds chaos, but a heart made whole brings peace.